Before you start, set yourself a budget. Now be realistic and don't forget to include things that you may need to buy. Very few classics need no work. Now, is it going to be a project car that you yourself are going to work on, or are you going to have the work done by a garage? If it's a garage, it's a good idea to see if there's a local one that deals with classic cars. Don't assume that the one you normally use does. Then find out how much they charge an hour, and also ask about other classics that they've worked on and roughly how long each job took. Now, I know that the same job on different cars can differ, but at least it gives you an idea. If you're doing the work yourself, have you got the room? Cars can often take up a whole garage and more. Not only do you need space to remove wings and engines, but you also need the space to store them while you work on the vehicle. Do you have the right tools? Older cars often have specialist requirements, and there's only so much skin you can take off your knuckles before you are forced to purchase them. Get online, find out how readily available spare parts are for the car that you like. If they're like hen's teeth, you'll be paying more. On a lot of cars, you can still purchase new, old parts, and auction sites offer a world of bits and bobs. Also, keep an eye out for classic car shows, as they often have people selling spares. Talking of classic car shows, they're a great way of looking at as many different cars as possible. You can end up finding an unknown classic to you, which would be your ideal car. Take photos, write down the names of them, but most important of all, talk to the owners. One thing is certain, all classic car owners love to talk about their cars. You can then join forums, contact owners clubs, and get as much info on that car as possible. Another great place to look at classic cars are car museums. They're a great world of inspiration. Work out how you're going to get the car home. Best routes, places to stop. Now, you may not want to take your new purchase onto the motorway until you've driven it for a bit and got used to the way it handles and brakes. Eventually. Take someone with you. 2 cars, just in case it does break down. Now, there's no point in both of you sitting in a stranded vehicle when the other one could be towing. If it's sawn or undrivable, work out the cost of getting it back to where it's going. Add that into your budget. This can really help when looking, as it saves you wasting your time finding a great car, only then to find out that it's too far away. Another thing to think about is where will the car go when it's not being used? Now, the majority of cars are only driven in the summer, so where's it going to live for the other 11 months and 26 days? Car covers are great, but they don't stop everything that Mother Nature has to offer. And the only other thing to love your car as much as you is rust.